Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are with the Oldies. So I know some summers find them very boring to play, but I feel like they have their place, and we're going to try our best to make their lives interesting for themselves, and I have some plans for them. So let's get going. Alright, so we'll just quickly set them up the typical way when you move in. Usually you're hiring services and all that type of thing. So I think we're just going to do that, and Coral already wants some skills, so we can work on that for her. Let's see. Mr. Humble is here. I think Herb can go open the package. And then we'll let him organize some services. I've given them a small but decent looking garden. So it would be nice to have a gardener to help out with that. We're just going to sell Mr. Humble's computer because I don't need that one. The money would help them more. So. Yes. Want you to come and do our garden with us. And the maid. Now Herb is retired, so they would be getting money from there. He also would like to have a pet. So that would be something that we can do. We can definitely adopt a pet, even if it's a stray. Okay, we'll let him study a little bit as well for now. We'll just speed through this a little bit. We'll let Herb just talk to the maid. He can give her some instructions. Cleaning wise. And he can greet Beatrice. She's the female version of Benjamin Long, who's from Fairplay. So we'll let him greet her. Okay, we don't have to do that twice. Oh, and here's Melvin Fairchild. He's also from Fairplay. Also a male version of one of the other films from Pleasantview. Just get the maze here. So we'll just set that up as well. Okay, so through this we've decided Coral will remain faithful. Her because he's a romance sim. I'm just not setting it, so it's kind of like dynamic. We'll see if he stays faithful or not. Anyway, in the meantime, he's just greeting all the neighbors. More towny neighbors, apparently. We'll let Carl also interact with them. And Herb can watch a little bit of TV. Oh. That didn't go over well. Alright, no problem. We'll go speak to Beatrice. I think we'll use the bathroom first. Carl kind of yeah. So being an old man and a romancer, he kind of takes a look, you know, but he's not very interested in Beatrice. So he's just watching TV with them. We chat with Beatrice. See if that goes better than it did with Melvin. Oh, the welcome wagon is here, so now we can go greet Bella, Mortimer, and Darren. Alright. She actually has some chemistry with good old Mortimer. And well, with Darren as well. We'll let Herb just get to know all of them as well. Mortimer finds her very odd. You're married to Bella, but you find good old Coral. Here, oh, they have maximum sport. Okay, good to know. But I don't think anything will come from it. Coral is a decent person. And, I mean, Mortimer is happily married, so. Okay. Mortimer wants to the flowers. It's nice that Herb wants to romantically interact on his own with Coral. That to me shows, I mean, there's all these ladies around. And maybe actually he realizes that Mortimer and Coral seem to have some type of connection, and he doesn't like, someone else having a connection with his wife, which would make sense, because he immediately came over on his own. So he's developing his crush. You know what? Maybe good old Herb will be faithful this time around. Some playthroughs I've had it that he's been faithful, and some of them he wanted to stray. So let's see this time around what will happen. But, I mean, if I just let ACR take over, it seems that Coral and Herb will be fine. Fawning over good old Carl. They're really gravitating towards each other. Oh, yeah, it's raining and you're standing in the rain. That seemed kind of silly, like one old man tickling another. I don't know if you'll see that happen spontaneously in real life, but okay. Oh, here's an interesting looking townie passing by as well. I don't know whether we are on time to greet right now. I think she passed by. Oh, be rejected for flirt by Nina. So he does have some ones. That's not completely Carl oriented. I don't really like that. I would have never made him a romance sim, to be honest. You know, I feel like if you look at the story with Mary Sue and you know what happens to her and Daniel, then her parents should play this supporting role where, you know, I can't believe that Daniel did this to their daughter type thing. Then Herb shouldn't be the same, you know. So I would have never ever made him a romance sim if it was me. But you know, everyone wants to eat now, and she literally put the food on the floor. There's great counters all around. One for the life of me understand why that would be a thing, but anyway. So Herb is coming over and saying to Mortimer, listen, help yourself to the lovely soup my wife prepared. It's really nice. And, okay, Bella is leaving. She has to be somewhere else. She's probably saying, you know what, the nanny and the butler asked for some time off. I need to be back home with the kids. Not leaving them alone that long. Alexander has somewhere he has to be. So the dark-haired Sim that's using the bathroom now, she's the female version of Goopy Gills Carbo, and she's from Fairplay magazine. You know, usually say no, but let's say yes this time because, you know, they're kind of retired and it could be nice to read a magazine. So we'll speed through a little bit while they all just socialize. I'm not going to bore you too much with that. Okay, so some of the townies have started preparing to leave. I think we can say goodbye to everyone. And take care of their needs as well. I think Herb can clear up a little bit while Carl uses the bathroom. You can also freshen up a little bit. And then we'll send them off to bed. It's around 9:30 in the evening, so... Oh dear, he flushed the toilet while she was... Now she's not impressed. Herb, you burned me with the water. You crazy? Having one bathroom is actually never fun in The Sims. It doesn't matter how many people you have living there, whether it's two or more. It's just better to have more than one bathroom. Or at least have a separate toilet, separate shower situation going on. Alright. We'll just line up some stuff they need to do for when they wake up. And they can clean up around the house a little bit. Because it is a bit messy, so I think they can just clean up a bit better. Dirty dishes, books, things that's lying around. We'll add her another one clock. She would like to serve a meal, which I'm pretty sure she'll do at some point, so we'll just lock that in for her. Alright, so Herb is up, Carl's watching TV. And this is cute. Olive is a little dog that passed by, and I've been looking to get them a pet, so I think Olive is perfect for that. She's okay personality wise, I've seen much worse. She's alright, she's a bit hyper and she's in the mid range when it comes to intelligence. That's right. Okay, so Herb can go and full food bowl for her. He can full both. I prepared for 2 pets. We'll see what else we get. So we'll let Carl work on the relationship with the little dog a little bit. Alright, so we'll just direct Olive to go to the backyard because that's actually where her little dog house and bones and food and everything. Huh? Okay, so Herb is chatting online a bit. Carl can come and praise Olive for not chewing the furniture. Seems like that's not a new skill for her. Has learned it already. So let's see if we can let her learn that skill fully. It would be nice if we don't have to scold her for chewing furniture ever. And if we can just teach it through positive reinforcement, that would be nice. No, come and praise the dog. Nearly. So close. Okay. Let the dog relax a bit. She did want to spend some special time with Herb, so okay. Let's do that for them. I don't think they would adopt a bigger dog called Stinky, so let that dog pass. I like the little fireflies that's outside. Right, and the dog is having a nice relax in her dog house, and she can eat a little bit. Nice pet food. Herb is starting with his nonsense now because now he has a want to woohoo with 3 different sims. So he's not as true and faithful as I'd like him to be. But we'll see. Maybe he won't act on it. So I think we should work on the relationships with Mary Sue and Daniel and the kids because you know this is their family, so we'll just kind of in a cheaty way say she got dressed before she went to phone. So we don't have to have her standing there in her underwear making the call. Okay, so let's see. Mary Sue will go to work, so I think she should phone her first. Herb can use the bathroom. And then I think he can come. He hasn't interacted with the dog yet. So I'm going to let him try and teach the dog this skill. Okay. Oh, nice. And now he's playing with the dog a bit. That's cute. And we'll let Coral try and get the relationships up a bit. Oh, she's still got a hold of Angela. I'm not sure that she will of Lilith because, I mean, it's school. Herb? Oh, this is not good. Yeah, I have a mod where elders can get sick with elder's cough, and it could be light or it could become fatal. So yeah, that's not good actually. So I haven't got all my mods back in, but I have a mod that makes the camera of university so that you can just buy it out of a catalog basically. I need the camera and I don't have that in yet because I don't want him to, for instance, pass away if this should happen. And then I don't have a photo of him and Coral together that's hanging in their home. I feel like they would have something. So I'm going to just cheat and unlock the career awards for him. That way we have the camera. And I mean, I'm going to give them the bookshelf too. So that's something they can have. But that way I can summon over some other sim and I can let this sim take a picture of the two of them together. I would like that. Let's just see, is there something else that we'd like to give them? We can give them the golf, little golf thing. That could be nice. He's really coughing. Okay, I don't think I can let them stop. We can use Melvin to take the photo. And he's got some nice ones. I'll add him some locks. If he ever becomes playable, then those are ones he could have. He's a romance though, so we'll have to see. Alright, so now if we can get Herb to come and join her. Couch, then we can take a nice picture of them. Don't want it looking like they are talking. Huh? I could, yeah, I could use the cuddle interaction. Just have them kind of look like they're sitting together. Yeah, that's nice. And they're actually smiling. That's perfect. I'm going to use this. I think that could be a very nice picture of the two of them. Nice. So this is something we could definitely hang, maybe in their dining room. There we go. I have this where you can change the frame. I think it's from DD Sims, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I almost think that it's her who created that. Anyways, it's very, very handy. So now they have a nice picture in their dining room of themselves together. Okay, so if they have the second photo, I can always give this to their family, which I think would be nice. So alright. That's nice. Okay, we don't have to. Oh, it is nice that they're spending time together, but okay. We're more interested in the picture right now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just hang this one up as well. Oh dear, I see I hung the other one at some strange place. That cannot work. Alright. Let me just save while I've actually got this together. And let me just move this. Sure. Let's see now. Yeah. Okay, that didn't work. We can even put it, yeah, right next to it. I think that looks better. Okay, so I have these two pictures, and we can possibly give one to Mary Sue. Alright, thank you for your services. We will be clearing you off. Alright, so the maid is here, the mail carrier is here. Okay, we're going to stop the two of them. We can let Herb just greet Elizabeth Summer. She is the wife of the mayor of SimCity. They live in Somerville. You know what? Maybe it's better if Carl greets her. Because Herb isn't feeling it. So. Right. Um, guys, I hate to disappoint you, but the maid is making your bed, literally. No, I don't think it's the best time. Let's put it that way. She didn't like being appreciated. You're such a nice person. No, I'm not. Okay, so Herb has the wish to learn lifelong happiness. Now, in my neighborhoods, I see that as something a little bit more religious. I see that as he wants to get closer to God, which I've said before isn't me. So I'll lock that in for him. And I feel like when he does wake up from his little nap, he will, read a little bit and work on his relationship with God because, you know, if someone reaches a time in their life where they're very ill or they're elderly and sick or so, that type of thoughts do often uh, start resonating with someone. So, alright, so we'll let Carl just praise our little dog again, interact with the dog a little bit more. We can also take care of her needs a little bit. She's kind of hungry, and you know what? Let's let her make grandma's comfort soup because that can actually help her as well. That is something that can kind of heal the elder's cough for him. So let's see if she makes that, if it helps. Okay, so Daniel's female version from Fairplay is passing by, but we're not going to. I don't know if we're going to interrupt Carl already for that. I think at this stage, you can rather make food. Right, she wants to be best friends with Mortimer. She also wants to study fire safety, which I think is really nice. Handy skill to have, so he's thinking of ways to, you know, keep them safe and not have any emergencies and that, especially now that Herb is not feeling well, concerned about him. So Herb is up and he's studying lifelong happiness. Uh, teaching the dog a little bit, and whenever she's needed to do some scolding, we'll do some positive interactions just so that her and Olive has a good relationship. I would like that to be the case. Alright, so Pearl will take a little shower. It's autumn, but it can still be hot, and she feels a bit sweaty after being outside, so decides to freshen up, and she feels like she wants to lie down a little bit as well. We'll speed through this part. So Herb is now reading a lot, and he's giving a lot of thought to his life and the decisions he's made in the past. Oh, goodness. We didn't find him one day, and now he's not a friend anymore. Literally. Okay, so Herb will need to put down the book a little bit because he's not feeling well. And the poor thing. Chest just giving such trouble that he's really having a hard time. Oh, please, Herb. Hold on. We'll let him have some of that nice soup that his wife made. All natural ingredients. So on. Alright, let's see if this helps her. I really hope it does. So the phone is ringing. We'll let Carl answer. Phoning. Not right now, honey. He's actually not feeling well, so I don't think it's a good time to talk to him. Let's try and repair the relationship with Mortimer a little bit, because she does want to be best friends with him, so that's something to work on. Maybe she's asking him for some advice about Herb, and how Herb is not feeling well. Okay, there you go. It seems like the soup may have cured him. So that's great. Okay, we will still take care of his needs, because maybe if he takes a early evening nap, it will help him even more. Something that Mortimer is saying Carl doesn't like. Not sure what that was. Okay, so I'm going to just edit the relationship because I feel like they've interacted enough. And but after this phone call, I mean, they should be pretty good friends. Alright. I take creative liberty with this a little bit, the friendships, because I feel like sometimes it's not realistic. If you don't speak to someone for 1 or 2 days, I mean, your relationships should still be fine. You don't have to speak to each other all the time. Alright, let's see. So we can send Coral to the bathroom. There's some skills that she wants, so we can work on that for her. Alright, Herb is up, and he seems to be feeling a lot better. So I think he can go interact with the little dog a little bit. And use the bathroom. Take a shower. And he would like to go somewhere. He's feeling like he's been cooped up in the house. And he feels a lot better. So he's saying to Coral that he would actually like to go somewhere a little bit. He hopes she doesn't mind. And she's asking, well, do you want me to come with you? And he's giving it a little bit of a think. But he says in the end, no, you know what? It's late, you relax here. I will be fine. I will keep my cell phone on me. Don't worry about me. I feel a lot better. I'm sure that your soup helped me. And that I'll be okay. And on his way out, he pays their bills. Make sure everything's in order. And he's just going to go and get them some groceries. He's not going anywhere exciting. But he wants, he knows that it's been hard on Coral while he was sick because she had to do everything. And he doesn't want that to be the case. He feels like he wants to get out. He wants to go buy himself a newspaper. He wants to go and get some groceries for them. So he goes to a grocery store in Fairplay. He feels that their prices are better. Right. So he sees Nina here. She's highly pregnant. And John finds her very attractive in her pregnant state. Go figure. Nina also would like to greet him. And John would like to greet him. So he says hello to them. But, oh, he cannot to John. John seems to have just been passing by. Alright. It seems like not a lot of people are out this time of the evening at the grocery store. So Herb got what he needed. And he decides to call a cab to go back home. And there's some more townies that seem to be arriving now. And Herb is friendly, he greets people in passing. And Nina, who he was interested in the beginning of the episode, is not a very nice person. I know we sometimes in our playthroughs describe her as actually she's nice, but she isn't. She really isn't. If you look at her nice points, she isn't the nicest, to be honest. Alright, so Herb will be away for an hour and a half, roundabout. And Carl is trying to give him his space and his freedom. She knows that he was never someone who just wanted to sit at home. Oh, that's lovely. We can go praise the dog for... Oh, we missed the peeing outside. We were too slow. Oh, well. It's good at least that the dog did that. Okay, so Herb will basically be back in around 2 minutes. So he wasn't away for long. There, he's back, and okay, I'm glad you're giving us a invitation to Secret Kitchen. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to let Herb continue with his study of lifelong happiness. He's very intrigued and interested in this book that he's been reading. And it's one of those page turners that you just can't put down. So he's really making a study of it. And here's an interesting looking cat. Originally, I was thinking of giving them to dogs, but it might be interesting having a cat and a dog. I wonder if we should do something like that. It's a female, no, a male cat, and then a female dog. It might be interesting. Wonder about that. Should we? They seem to be playing, so that might not be a bad idea. It can be a little friend for Olive to have. I know some cats and dogs get along really well. So let's do that. Let's move in Tigger. Of course, then we'll have to edit it a little bit so we have some cat things as well. Where to put the mouse? Maybe in the hallway. Okay, Carl can pull the cat bowl inside. So there's really plenty of pet food all over for the dog and cat. She doesn't like the bowl. Well, it's necessary, Carl, otherwise you can't have the cat. The cat needs some supplies. Oh dear, the cat is destroying something. Okay. So Herb will have to put down his book and go scold the cat. Who do you think you are? You're coming into my home and then you're destroying the things in my garden. If you're going to live over here, you will be taken good care of and you will be very loved, but you have to behave yourself. So he's very strict but loving, and he's setting the boundaries early on so that the cat understands. Okay, I do not have a bathtub for the pets to be bathed in. I'm just going to edit it for now because I'll have to uproot their entire bathroom to buy a bathtub, which I'm not going to do. You could wash a small dog in something else, so I'm not going to be too strict that you have to have a tub in order to do that, because we use huge plastic tubs to bathe our dogs in, so to bath our dogs in, so you can use something else. You don't need a real bath. Okay, so he's playing with the cats a little bit. Tigger is enjoying the attention. There's some really nice interactions that they've made for the pets with them. I really like that. I love the thought that they've put into this game. It's really nice. Okay, so Herb will go use the bathroom. Tigger is in a pretty good mood. Actually, both the pets are. So we can let Tigger scratch a little bit. Okay, I want Herb to go to sleep. It's early in the morning, but I feel like he could definitely take a little bit of a nap. Okay, Carl is up. Let her just freshen up a little bit. Oh, the kitties. Nice. Okay, we'll let her study a little bit more. Some of the skills she's interested in. Alright, so we've reached Wednesday morning, which is when I typically stop. I hope you've enjoyed the oldies. There's a lot that you can do with them. I mean, you can let them adopt a child, you can let them adopt pets, you can let them move in with a Pleasance. I've decided for now to let the oldies have some pets that they're taking care of and to enjoy their garden. We'll see how far we go with that. If you look in neighborhood view, this is the house that I chose for them. And I don't even want to change anything in their bio. I feel like it's very descriptive of the two of them. And for me, they're a nice couple that can enjoy things in their elderly years, you know, spending time with the grandkids, spending time with their other family members and friends. I haven't really explored that as much in this episode, but we will get to that. Right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and as always, please be blessed and happy simming. Goodbye.